forever are in. But first,
I ain't know you was mine.
this woman is 31.
I'm gonna protect her.
And their father is Tracy. 30 years of these three is coming out.
You might be my daughter.
And two shocking DNA results are in.
Denial. Would these men hear the words, "You are the father," or not? Backstage, everyone, is a man named Tracy. Now, if Tracy looks familiar, guess what? He was on the show recently. Because he lied that he was the father of these two little twins, Lyric. And guess what? After a DNA test proved he was their dad, Tracy all of a sudden confessed he had another DNA that apparently has been brewing for over 30 years. Everyone, right over there is 31-year-old. And next to her, her 23-year-old sister, Shakia. Welcome them to the Maury Show. Now, these two beautiful young women have different mothers, but they have the same father, who they say is Tracy, and nothing but a deadbeat dad. They test to prove that he is their father, and this is their...
Tracy is a grown child, not a grown man. And definitely not...
I mean, he's already been proven to be the father of 2 kids on the show, and today he'll be adding 2 more to that list.
He has been absent my entire life and has let me down for 31 years. For him to deny me...
The only fatherly advice I ever got from Tracy was that I'll probably be pregnant, in an unfit home, and still, my sister Nicole is the only positive thing from having Tracy as a father. And I couldn't ask for a better big sister.
I can't wait till Maury says that he is the father. I am done with his dumbass antics, and I just want him to step up and be a dad.
Shakia, how does it make you feel when he told us he's positive he's not your father?
First off, Maury, it really disgusted me because it's just one of the selfish things that he's always done.
Selfish.
He wouldn't have signed her birth certificate. She wouldn't have had his last name. It's a childish act.
So, happened when you found out, Nicole, that he was on our show, denied these other little babies.
Daddy gets childish. He's rude. He's arrogant. It's just full of...
You know what he told me, Nicole?
What else?
You know what he told me? You know,
What?
he told me he was your best friend.
No, if he was my best friend, he wouldn't have came to your show behind my back. He would have called and let me know that he was coming to the show. He wouldn't have hid it from me. He tells me everything. If he told me everything, then he would have told me, oh, I'm calling Maury and tell me that. Like a cow.
He does everything for himself. He does everything for himself, for show.
So, okay. Was he there? He
wanted to be. When he
Not
tried
like
to
a
act
father
like a father,
should
not
be.
like a father, because then he wouldn't have told me that I would grow up and be a crackhead.
I ain't know you was mine. I ain't know you was mine.
He said that.
I ain't know you was
He
mine.
definitely told me that. He told me I want to get pregnant. I wasn't going to graduate from high school. I graduated from high school.
And you were
going to end up on the streets, and I think I'm actually doing better than him.
You think he's your father?
I mean, if he...
You think you all look alike?
Yeah, a little bit. We got the same dimples. I'm cute.
Nicole, you think you look like him?
I'm more so... For the devil, this is my baby sister. I'm going to protect her. I'm going to do everything I can to be here for her.
Okay, when was it? Do you see him much?
I've recently barely...
Talking for 3 years.
We weren't talking for years, said to me.
But then once they get to the show for a paternity test, who does that bull crap?
Everybody, here's Tracy. Tracy,
This is him.
them to the show. Why are you?
Oh, Maury.
Yeah. Why?
I didn't have DNA for none of my kids. As a man, as an adult man, I at least want to know if they mine.
Well, wait a minute. I don't have a DNA for my kids. I mean, what do you need a DNA for?
You know what I need? You know why? See, it ain't like it used to be, Maury.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
these women ain't loyal, Maury.
Oh, they're not loyal.
Yeah, and neither is y'all. Y'all supposed to be my daughters. Y'all supposed to love somebody. And that's what's wrong with them. They ain't...
Would y'all
I'm telling you, Tracy,
have respect
it's
for someone
tough.
who acts 16?
It's tough to when you're in and out of their lives
When
and
you-
things like that.
Exactly.
Tracy, you told my producers, Nicole.
She was.
I thought y'all was your best friend. Why you didn't tell me you were calling the Maury show?
Because you dirty told.
Exactly.
That's why.
Exactly.
That's why.
Exactly.
Because I knew this was going to happen.
You so much of a man.
Because I want to know if you really mind I'm wrong.
Sit down.
Tracy, the way I get it, you're more doubtful about Shakia than you are Nicole. Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Why?
Because of that thigh. That thigh.
You thought too.
Yeah, ain't no thigh like that. Yeah.
You think you look like them?
Man, let me show you something, man.
Show him.
Dimples don't
I
mean
wanna
nothing.
see.
Because she got dimples, that's my daughter. If that's the case, you might be my daughter. You might be my daughter. Even you. Yeah, dimples.
Tracy.
I got dimples.
Tracy,
that's
Tracy.
You got dimples. You want to be my daughter?
You signed her. Why you signed her?
I didn't even know she was born.
Wait a second.
That's it.
You was a booty
You're
call right with her.
Tracy,
Yeah, she's just an
you're
actor.
so
He's a freaking
You're
character.
so defiant.
Everything is about
You're
him.
so sure of yourself. The last time you came on my show, you denied these twins, and you were the father.
Why did I? They was there for 9 months. Somebody else gave them their last name, their first name, and their middle name. They called me and told me I am not the daddy. Leave me out their life.